Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're doing well. So the 10-year, 3547. So had upward pressure, in the beginning, and then this afternoon for the last few hours, just been dipping down, right? So 3547 is where we're at. Again, over the last week, we've been in a pretty narrow range. And now we're trending down to the bottom of the range that we've been in. So that's good stuff. We're still not back to 3.4s, but 3.547. I jumped on a webinar today. It was a social media webinar. And I get these emails, and I sign up for stuff just so I can kind of dip in and see if it's something that might be of interest to me. This was put on through a company called Sprout, right? Social media, they deliver something, right? And so I say, oh yeah, I'm going to jump into this thing. So it's people from around the globe, and they brought on a guest speaker that's a social media manager for a pretty large company, and they've been in the social media game, for the last 10 years, right? Maybe even longer, right? And, my takeaway, because a lot of it was pretty high level stuff and you could see in the chat box, it was managers of stuff, independent contractors, a bunch of people that's what they do for a living, and then there's this mortgage guy over here just trying to, figure out what's going on. And, but it was interesting because the conversations were very open, right? And the sharing of information and the collaboration it struck me, right? We have some of that. I talk about some of the partnerships I have and relationships I have inside the mortgage business where we work for different companies, but we still share ideas, right? And we're not this guarded, we're out for blood, even though we all want to win. But we're not opposed to having relationships and learning from one another. And I found that true about this social media collaboration that was on this Zoom call today. Was just like, I thought it was like, wow, you guys are pretty cool people, right? So that was it. And then my other takeaway was, it doesn't have to be fancy. It has to deliver content, right? And it changes with regards to the audience and the where you're coming from, what space you're in. I'm going to be different than the guy selling hamburgers. I'm going to be different than the person selling cars, or I'm going to be different than the person in the, selling something else, right? Boats, or whatever it is. I'm going to be different, and I'm going to deliver my content in a little different format, right? I'm not, and I'm not the guy that's going to get up and do some, dances and backflips to try to tell you about mortgages. It just doesn't feel right to me. So I'm going to stick to my path. I'm going to deliver content, and it might not all be mortgage related, but hopefully interesting enough, right? So that was that. What else today? Collaboration, the 10-year, and then tonight, I'm going to get out of here a little bit, right? You see, it's beautiful out here. We've got Dunwoody High School lacrosse. Again, number 8, Sam Glick with the 13-2 Dunwoody lacrosse team, Dunwoody Wildcats, against North Forsyth tonight. When I talked to number 8, Sam Glick, yesterday, I said, hey, how was practice? Good. Watched some film. We practiced hard. How do you feel about the game tomorrow night? That, if we don't come out fast, we could end up in some trouble. And I said, oh, that's exciting. So it's going to be a good game. Should be a good match. So, you know what? Winning is great. Beating the pants off of other teams is great. Winning at anything, right? Even in business, again, we go back to this whole collaboration thing inside your own industry where you're not cannibalizing one another. Love to win, but I like to see a good match as well. So hopefully tonight we'll experience not only our 14th win of the season, but also a good closely fought match. So that's it. If you have any questions about anything, right, it's particularly about mortgages, 404-915-6834 or glickmortgage.com. Have a fantastic, blessed evening. Take care.